It's 2021, guys. Can you believe it? Now, as you all know, the beginning of the year is the best time to set goals. And in this video, I'll be sharing with you my financial goals for the year 2021. Now, some of you may already know that I did a similar concept last year. I learned a lot from the goals that I set last year, and I've made some slight adjustments to this year's goals. So if you're interested to see what my financial goals for 2021 are, stay tuned. So something that I decided to do differently this year was to split all of my financial goals into three main goals or categories, if you could. So the first category includes my financial literacy improvement goals. The second category includes my income generating goals, and my third category, as always, includes my savings goals. Now, another thing that I decided to do this year that I didn't necessarily do last year was to come up with an action plan. So it's not enough to just write down goals and say, okay, I want to do A, B, C, D. I thought it would be very helpful and very motivating if alongside that goal, I actually add an action plan of, okay, what are the steps that I need to take to ensure that I actually reach that goal? So I think by doing that, it makes your goals more measurable. It makes your goals more, you can assess whether or not your goal is realistic. And at the beginning of the year, you already have an idea of how much work you need to put in to actually meet that goal. So let's start with my financial literacy improvement goals. So I have written down 6 goals here. I will also show them on the screen. So while I'm reading them out, you can see, yeah. So my first financial literacy goal for 2021 is to learn more about trading. In a few of my videos or the last video that I made, I mentioned that I started learning how to trade, and I'm referring to like forex trading and that sort of thing. And yeah, hey guys, it's a whole thing. So my second goal is to learn more about investing in the stock market. So initially in 2020, I actually wanted to start investing in the stock market, but I also wanted to do a bit of research, get a bit more understanding of how to invest in the stock market properly. My third financial literacy goal is learn about managing property, managing trading, and being a landlady. It'll be helpful and useful if I can get as much information about how to manage property, how to care for it, how to vet tenants, and how to find good tenants, that sort of thing. My fourth financial literacy goal is to learn more about running a business, especially running an online business. And I know it's a very vague goal, but I don't know how else to break it down or to, yeah. So I just wanted to know more about the entire process of like running an online business. So yeah, my fifth financial goal is I'd like to learn more about bookkeeping or accounting, just the basic stuff. My final financial literacy improvement goal is that I would like to learn more about marketing. Now, this is also quite a broad goal. When I say marketing, I'm referring mostly to how to market products if you're a business, how to market your business, um, how to also market maybe YouTube videos, how to grow on YouTube, stuff like that. Yeah, so now on to the action plan. I only have one action plan for all of these goals, and that is to spend at least 1 hour, 1 week a day reading books or doing research and activities that will improve my financial literacy. Okay, guys, so now on to my income generating goals. Now, I'm very excited about these goals in particular because one thing that I learned in 2020 and from the goals that I set in 2020 is that you can only save so much. So in 2021, I would like to focus more on my income generating goals. So the main objective to double my income by the end of 2021. So whatever it is that I'm earning right now as of January 1st, by the end of 2021, I want to have doubled it. Okay, so my first goal, my first income generating goal is to become an experienced trader and to actually make money. And the action plan that I have for this particular goal is, the first one is to learn more about trading, which goes hand in hand with my first goal and my financial literacy improvement goals. And the second one is to practice trading. So my second generating income goal is to get monetized on YouTube. So that is to get monetized on this channel. Ideally, for this particular channel, I'd like to get monetized around July. But even if it takes me until the end of 2021 to get monetized, I would still consider this goal accomplished. And also, if you guys might know, I have another channel called Milo and Millie, where basically I post videos of me doing random things, and I also post videos of my puppy Milo. So if that's also something that you might find interesting, I'll link it down in the description box and you can check it out. So I have 3 points under my action plan for this goal, sorry. The first one is to upload videos weekly, or at least 3 times a month. My second one is to improve the quality of my videos. So this is video quality, sound quality, as well as the quality of my content. So I want to put out content that people would actually find helpful, that people would actually like watching. So actually, if you guys have any suggestions, anything in particular that you'd want to see on this channel, please leave it down in the comment section below. It would be very helpful. My third financial goal, so this is also like another generic goal, and that's to start a business or 2 or 3 or 4 or even 10. Honestly, guys, yeah. So I want to start or try out as many businesses and test out different business ideas and see what will really work. And yeah, so it's a very generic and a very broad goal, but I already have some ideas for what type of businesses I'd like to look into. So my action plan for starting a business or multiple businesses is, the first one is to do research. So I want to find out the pros and cons of actually getting into whatever industry I'll be thinking of getting into. And then I also need to figure out stuff like what my target market would be, what my competitive advantage would be, just stuff like that. So the research is aimed to determine whether or not the business idea that I have is viable and is worth pursuing. So that's my first action plan. My second one is to do a cost analysis and actually find out how much it'll cost me, how much capital I need to actually get the business running, to actually get started. Now, another thing that I want to get into to generate income is to sell stuff. Okay, so sell clothes that I don't really use, sell bags, shoes, just random stuff that's still in good condition that I don't use. And this is not necessarily like a long-term type of thing, because obviously I can't sell stuff if if I sell everything that I want to sell, then I won't have anything to sell, which means I can't continue with this. But I feel like some of my other goals, for example, the trading goal, getting monetized on YouTube, and even starting a business, these are all things that could take some time to pick up. And I could only, maybe for trading, I'll only maybe start making money in the second half of the year. So I also have ideas of how I want to generate income that are more immediate. So selling clothes, I can do that in January, I can do that in February. I don't have to do like a lot of prep because I already have the items. And then, yeah, so I think my fifth goal now is to start affiliate marketing. So those are my income generating goals. Goodness, I hope this video is not too long. I feel like I've been talking for such a long time now. I also have like a action plan for all of my generating income goals. So it's very generic. And the first thing is to have a target of money or extra income that I'd like to make every month. So I already made like an income generation tracker, which hopefully you can see on the side, where basically I have a target for every month. So January, I'll say I want to make an extra 1,000 rands, and then I will have like an action plan of, okay, I want to do surveys, I want to sell some stuff, and that'll help me reach that 1,000 rand goal. So I have different targets for every single month. Now on to the last category, which is my saving goals. I really like these because I really like saving. So yeah, so my first saving item, I would like to continue saving up a deposit for my apartment, the apartment that I'm gonna get in the future. And this year, I would like to add 15,000 rands to the money that I already saved up last year. And for my car savings item, I'd like to save up at least 65,000 rands so that I can buy a car this year. And then, yeah. My third savings goal is that I would like to beef up or bump up my emergency fund, and I would like to add an extra 15,000 rands to it. For my retirement saving goals, I would like to save 35,000 rands. And this year, I also added 2 extra savings categories that I'm really excited about. So the first one is like a business capital savings item, and I would like to save 10,000 rands for that. Now, my last savings goal is my investment property contribution savings goal. And basically, what this savings goal is, since my brother and I are getting the investment property, we're going to be getting rental income from the tenant, and we're going to be using that to pay the bond or the mortgage, and to actually pay off other extra expenses like rates and taxes and levies. But I think what we also want to do is to also contribute personally into paying off that investment property bond, because we don't want to take 20 years to pay it off. We want to pay it off as soon as possible. So that means each month we're going to be putting money into paying off the bond in addition to the rental income that we actually get. So I hope that makes sense. And my savings goal for that is to put at least 20,000 rands this year. Okay, guys, so I'd also like to hear about your 2021 financial goals or any 2021 goals that you have. So if you'd like to, please leave them down in the comment section below. I'd like to see them, talk about them, discuss them. I think it would be very cool if we could interact in that way. And remember, guys, you're never too old or too young to talk about personal finance. Toodles!